Welcome to my show, Pathways to the Dream Lodge Cafe. We have three wonderful actresses today. They've come to visit with me and tell you about themselves. Today the topic is actresses over the age of 40 in this youth-oriented society. We have Soni Moreno, we have Marcella Lowry, and Ingrid Saxton. Welcome, ladies. Welcome, welcome. They're all my friends, and I'm so glad they could be here today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes. So, let's start with you, Soni.
Okay.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, my name is Soni Moreno. I'm originally from Northern California. I am Mayan, Apache, and Yaqui, and live in Staten Island. And I've been doing theater and music for a long time now.
Great.
Thank you.
And Marcella.
Oh, well, I'm an actress. I've done voiceovers and film, theater. I live in Harlem, and I write when I get a chance.
Oh, yes.
And love comedy, and have a daughter, a wonderful daughter, and just keep it moving.
Yes. We understand that. And Ingrid.
Well, I'm an actress and a singer and a voice teacher. I work with performers and business professionals on their presentations, including accent reduction. And I just became a producer last year.
Great.
My boyfriend is a playwright, and we did one of his plays. And now I am in post-production for my first film. Of one of his plays.
Yay, great. Well, ladies, I'm so glad you came.
Thank you.
What do you think is going on in the acting field, especially concerning women at this time? This seems to be an important time concerning this industry. Sexual harassment has been laid on the table. The casting couch is dying, thank goodness. And hopefully, new things for women in over 40. Remember, they started with Golden Girls, and they said that that was going to be the new wave, and that was the only show that I remember coming out of that. And no one has seemed to have addressed that at all again. Would you write something
I was just going to say,
It's time to write.
and produce it, you know? I know I I love 10-minute plays, 10 and less. And I write for older women because there are not that many parts for women anyway. And for older women, it gets less and less. So I'm trying to do my part with that.
Great.
Actually, I just had some plays done at the Dramatists Guild, and it was wonderful. I loved it. Marcella was there. She had a part in a couple of my plays.
That's exciting.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
I
that's really
know.
great.
It made me feel really good.
Oh, yeah.
Ingrid, what do you want for yourself, say in a year? What would you like to be doing?
I actually, I am doing, what I've been doing. I would really like to be, I love coaching, and I would love to continue to do it actually because it really is fulfilling to me. I would like to be acting more. I would like to be in a TV show. I would like to be in a comedy.
Yes, yes, I agree. I
Comedy.
agree.
Yeah.
So
I'll try to write you one.
perfect. Yeah, that's my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you, Marcella? and
I
about you?
definitely would love to do some comedy on television, a sitcom
Yeah.
or whatever. But I want to finish the rest of my writing,
Yes.
get my stuff. I mean, I was looking through my stuff. I said, my God, you wrote all this. Why did you put it aside? To make a living,
Yeah, I know. I've been
to make a living. I mean, unless Lotto comes my way, I can tell you
live in
everything I'm going to do with that.
That usually
you know,
comes.
but that, and of course, work. You know,
Yes,
work.
yes,
If
yes.
it isn't a sitcom, give me a a vampire movie or something. I was dying to get on The Walking Dead. Dying to be a vampire or something, you know, or a zombie.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's it. And then it's always about the writing, isn't it?
Oh, yes. Yes.
That keeps you, it's always about the writing, for me, you know. When it's good writing and you get
It's
a
nothing
shot
like
at a
it.
role
Yeah.
that's really,
Yeah.
everybody wants to do that, you
Yeah.
know. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to that really
Because when you
good writing.
go to auditions and the script is, they expect me to say this. This makes no sense. You know,
yeah,
and-
it's interesting out there. It's interesting out there, you know. But just to do the best you can with a really good script.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's all.
Or some real comedy, some real drama, something gutsy-wutsy.
And you, Sonny, what would you in about a year?
There's so much to do in so little time.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, comedy is great.
Do you write? I mean, do you write your own?
I write my own music.
Oh, okay.
And
Yes, this is true.
I start with poems, and then they turn into music, and I write, you know, just like little blogs to myself. I would never send them out because they're crazy, but maybe not that crazy.
No,
But,
it's true. We did a song together. I mean, I wrote the lyrics and she
And
did
I
the
put the
melody.
music, yes,
yes,
to it.
on my CD.
And that's what I love doing. So what I would love was to create a song for one of these Marvel movies.
Oh,
That
yes.
would be, I'm all about superheroes, and
Yeah.
I think that, you know, I would make a good superhero.
Yes.
And, but just to write music for something like that would just be amazing. It would be really amazing. But I'd also like to start writing, and I have in a way, my story.
Oh, yes. Yes.
My story. We all have stories, and writing them is important, you know. I believe, because that's where your real work is, in your story, you know. And whether it's a song or a poem or, you know, a film or even just visual, you know, drawing and painting. That's a story in itself too. So I look at all those things, music and visual, as a painting, you know. And that's how when I cook, it's the same thing. You know, it's like a little bit of chili, and a little bit of turmeric, and you know, just the colors.
Still,
And
you're still creating.
You're still creating.
It's
and
true. It's true.
So
You know, definitely. That's why it was interesting, because I was going over things for the show, and I had started a book called Me, Myself, and Acting. It's about my experiences, and I was so fortunate to work with Eli Wallach on Max Bigford, and he lived in my neighborhood, so occasionally I would run into him. And Michael Schultz actually directed that segment. We were in Staten Island. Richard Dreyfuss, he played Richard Dreyfuss's father. And there's this movie that he did called Baby Doll. And it's wonderful with, I think it's Diane Baker and, is it that Carol Baker? And
I don't know.
it's so wonderful. And he was telling me what happened in Mississippi, that they almost got into trouble because they used some of the locals, and it was still very racist down there. So I just loved talking to him and just being around him. He's such a kind man. And, you know, just different experiences. I will tell you, there are some women that I have met that I want everyone to know that they are wonderful. I stood in once for Viola Davis. She is a wonderful
Terrific.
person. Pam Grier, she is also a wonderful person. Karen Parsons, she played on the Fresh Prince, Hillary. I told her I loved her character because it was different. it was, she was ditzy and a little different. And even Halle Berry, I used to do a lot of the award shows, which I loved. I was doing stand-in for, because you never knew who you were going to meet and stand in for and get to interact with them.
Oh, nice.
So one day I will probably finish that book. I was telling myself, you better get back to this, because I've had such great experiences, but it's work and you have to go to the next one, and okay, when's the next one? And you almost don't think about it, but it's a blessing to watch people create, and some of the top people. So I think we're in the right place, and we're doing what we should do and tell our stories. And it's
At the
wonderful.
cafe.
Yes, definitely at the Dream Lodge Cafe, with my friends, Soni, Marcella, and Ingrid. Ingrid, could you show us a little exercise for, or is that?
Sure. Yeah, I know. Gosh, I mean, one of the things that we do is, I call it exaggerated open vowels, so that you start with that really to retrain the muscle memory, and so doing an exaggerated movement gets it in the muscles faster.
Oh.
So we have this whole segment of the warm-up where we do the entire alphabet, B through Z, with open vowels. So I have my students just drop their jaw and tongue just on their lower lip. And so what you do is you form the consonant, and then immediately after you make the vowel. So it would be like ba, 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 bo, boo. Just a lot of people don't really open their mouths enough. And being singers, that's how you get that resonant tone, by singing on that open vowel.
Oh.
So, and we also do deep abdominal breathing. Based on yoga.
Very important, because when you get nervous, everything comes here.
So true.
It just it's just like when you cry, the first thing you feel is your throat tighten up.
Yes, and that's
the nerve. It's the same kind of reaction.
Yes, and also to counteract that by doing an exaggerated, like a lion position from yoga, the yawn with the tongue out. A really yawn, and you can feel. If you put your fingers on your larynx and you swallow. You feel it go up, and then if you yawn, you feel it go down. And as much as possible, you want to keep that open yawn position. And also when you tell someone to breathe deeply, frequently what they do is this.
Yeah.
And it's waiting to exhale.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
And it's really about, so breathing really is about the exhale always for the relaxation.
Yeah.
And also that's how we produce the sound.
Yeah, because once you open it, like you said, the first thing people do is, it's like, but you feel it way in your lower back when, and then you extend your stomach.
Yes, exactly
You extend it as much as you can, and then you push the air out, and that will relax your throat.
Yes, by really engaging your abdomen that way.
And then you'll get, once you start thinking of that, you'll notice it just in every day, like, oh, I'm holding my breath, or I'm not breathing.
Especially living in New York.
Getting here was like,
that opening your mouth with the long, you said from B to Z. Now that's a deterrent on the subway.
yeah.
But believe me, if you're doing that, they will leave you alone.
Pretty good, I recommend it.
Yes, indeed, that'll work.
That's a good one.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
That's really good.
Thanks for the voice lesson. I'm gonna use that. Yep.
On the subway.
I do have students who have done it.
On the subway?
On the street, on the subway.
Did
and
it
they
work?
Said, yes, they said people just stayed away from that.
That's right.
They did it for that.
Good.
Actually.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I have to practice that.
Yeah, I
I
am.
had one guy, when I first started teaching, it was a couple, and they were at a restaurant, and the waitress was not paying attention to them, and he did what, like we do this vocal gymnastic thing, like this kind of crazy thing, and he did it, and boy, did she get them out of there fast.
Oh my God. Oh boy, yeah, but that's a winner. I'm doing that.
So, Soni, could you give us a little sample of your music?
Yes, yes. The song I'm going to sing for you is, it's a traditional song from Mexico. It's in the Nahuatl language, and which is one of the dialects in Mexico. And it's a conversation between the deer and a rose.
Oh.
And so it's an edited version because the song is about 6 minutes. So, and this is one of the songs we used to sing. Where I'm a co-founder of a group called Eulali. We're no longer together, but we're all doing our own things. But this was one of the songs we used to do. Apertura tua marine amo amo temo. Et Mario Karimi Shibilo etua. Apertura tua marine amo amo temo. Et Mario Karimi Shibilo etua. Aye, 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 aye,
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, thank you all so much for coming. Our time is up.
Our time is up.
Thank you all for being here with us. Pathways to the Dream Lodge Cafe and my wonderful guests, Soni, Marcella, and Ingrid. Thank you, and do come again.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Candice.
Thank you.
Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Honey, I know you're married, but with me it's alright. Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Kiss me, hug me, do our thing. Don't want no wedding ring. Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Only tonight, honey, please just kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Only tonight, honey, please just kiss me in the moonlight tonight.
Moonlight Tonight.
Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Honey, I know you're married, but with me it's alright.
We have fun.
Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Kiss me, hug me, do our thing. Don't want no wedding ring. Kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Only tonight, honey, please just kiss me in the moonlight tonight. Only tonight, honey, please just kiss me in the moonlight tonight.
Marvelous. It's marvelous. We have to wrap up now. We have to wrap it up. And I wanted to thank our guests for coming to my show, Pathways to the Dream Lodge Cafe. And welcome, you're all welcome anytime. And thank you for viewing and being with us. Wado.
big responsibility.
Oh, it's huge. I know, it's huge.
And the salary.
Oh my god, yes. I mean,
Right?
like, I was about to move in with my parents, and right before, yeah, so this saved me.
I really believe in you, you know?
Thank you. It's nice to hear that from someone.
These are cool. Did you, what did you?
It's not my first time bartending, so
It's a sausage party in here.
it's fine. I'm very familiar.
Yeah, because you're a sexy girl, Sam. Last thing, totally last thing,
Yeah.
is that the music, when Momo kicks it into high gear, is going to get a little bit loud in here. So your customers are going to have a hard time hearing you. So you may want to
What?